17 months war. Captions BTW if you haven't done them already.
Hello, hello. Test 1. My mic has changed. I need you guys to tell me whether it sounds weird, okay? Is it weird? Oh, wow. Immediately Eloise wants to collaborate. What's happening here then? Sounds like a microphone? Fine, good. Okay, we're just gonna I'm gonna just click the buttons and see what happens. Hello? Hi, hey.
Hey!
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, not bad. What are you up to?
I'm just about to sign 600 postcards.
Oh, yeah, that sounds really fun. Oh, I love Luan's jacket.
Thanks. Yeah. Shut up. I'm gonna include my camera. Oh, there you go. You've included your camera. Wait, I
Yeah.
can't include my camera because of the whole. How do you do this again?
OBS virtual cam. Start virtual cam and then select it.
Thanks, mate. You're a real
No
one.
worries.
OBS virtual camera. I mean, I've done that, but it still doesn't like me. Hold on.
No, surely it does.
Oh. Wow.
Is it working?
No, I'm a. Oh. I'm a singular square. I'm a singular frame.
Well, for some reason, you're just... No, you've changed. Also, for some reason, it's your entire stream, not just your face.
What? Why is my virtual camera? Maybe my virtual camera's wrong. Program, source, I suppose.
Yeah, you just want to select your camera.
Canon. Oh, hang on. Oh, this is seamless. This is. I love this technology that we have these days. It's just perfect.
You're one frame per sometimes right now.
One frame per sometimes is good. I'll say it's a grey square, I guess.
You look lovely.
You don't know what I look like. I'm a grey square.
No, you look lovely.
You look lovely. Have you had your hair done?
The other day, yeah.
How nice.
Yeah,
how lovely.
Done. Thank you.
Actually,
I sat in the mirror thinking, wow, this is the most bald anyone's ever looked while still having a full head of hair.
Well, you know,
remarkable, really.
We've all been there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess my virtual camera just doesn't.
Hi.
I guess my virtual camera just doesn't want to.
I can see what I've got mine as.
Set up virtual camera.
Yeah, you select it as whatever source you use for your normal camera.
Yeah, mate. Oh, you know what? I figured it out. Hold on. Put this little cog right here. I'm gonna change this to be. No, actually, no. I don't.
No? Have you gone shy?
Oh, wait. Hang on. Are we back to 1 frame per second sometimes?
Yeah. You're
Why
one
is
frame
it?
per
Why does it
sometimes
do
right now.
that?
I don't know. It's kind of like Beck's VTuber. I'm kind of liking it, right?
You just wanted to pop in and say hi, did you?
Yeah, I had nothing else really planned. What do you think about crumble cookies?
What are they?
What? The crumble cookies.
What?
Well, then I guess you don't think much about them.
I don't think. I think this might be the first ever time I've considered them.
The big cookies in America. The brand, Crumble.
Are they like Maryland cookies?
No, they're like Dunkin', but cookies.
Who's
like
Dunkin'?
They're a specific. That's Jean's cat, but I'm talking Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, Dunkin'.
Dunkin',
Whoa,
yeah.
25 months.
Wow, yeah, crumble cookies.
I don't believe he doesn't know what this is. I knew it. What do you mean?
No,
I don't know what she's talking about, Stevie.
I don't think he's lying. He has no reason to lie.
This would be such a weird
They're
bit
really
to lie
big
about.
cookies in America.
They're big, surely. On God, I'm not lying. I don't know what crumble
That
cookies
does
are.
surprise me, however.
What? That I don't know what
That
they
does
are.
surprise me. Yeah.
Why is my camera like this? Can I not? What is it doing this for? Why is it?
It's paused on you smiling. You look lovely.
Yeah, but it's not going to be like that forever. Oh,
Well,
thanks,
it's
Luann.
your normal camera on stream is working.
Yeah, that one's fine.
Oh, that's a lovely mug.
It's a cat mug. Look, there's a little.
It's a cat mug?
I'll hold it up, and then hopefully it'll be shown eventually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite spectacular.
And then also, Luann has one which is blue, and here she is. She's bringing it onto frame now.
Oh, it did show. It did show.
There you go.
Oh, wow. I like that they look a bit, the blue one looks a bit like how people in the medieval time drew cats.
Yes, yeah, it is very much like that.
With human faces.
There is this, obviously there's this one here, but then on the other side, I've got that same kind of cat there.
Oh, yes. Yes, I do enjoy this.
Yeah, I do like them a lot.
Very
And also
nice.
Luann's is like a little bit smaller than mine, which is nice because it's nice having a big mug, small mug kind of vibe.
A big mug for a big boy.
I'm a big lad and I need my big tea. Oh, God, I'm getting attacked. Hello.
tea.
Goodness.
What postcards are you? You've been attacked.
I have been attacked. Sorry.
Viciously attacked in your own home.
I can't believe this. Nowhere was safe. I'm signing these postcards from NoDice.
Ooh.
So basically, we gave away. Whoa! Sorry, 2 years. You're gonna have to sit quiet for a moment while I just listen to Swaying Willow Tree's 2-year speech.
AHHH. Did I get you? Yes? Yay. Anyway, shenanigans aside, thank you Owen and chat for an amazing 2 years in this community. I hope for many more years, or for as many as the Scrunkle Orange Man can handle. So sorry for interrupting the Owen Plus Soup chat.
They did apologize for interrupting the Owen Plus Soup chat. Thank you very much for Swaying Willow Tree for the 2 years. I'll thank all the other stuff afterwards after I've talked to it. So this is the postcard. I'm covering it with my fingers so no one can take a screen grab of it. I'm doing various different like covering techniques. But I have to sign
all of them
because these were given away during the show, and then everybody signed them systematically, and I am the bottleneck because I'm too busy.
Oh.
So back again, signing a bunch more postcards.
Okay, well.
What are you gonna do?
I was just yapping.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah, it is a bit of a yap day. Today I was like, do I want a rat? Do I want a realm? And then I was told I have to do postcards, and I went, well, that makes my job a lot easier because I don't know. I can't pick what I want to do right now. So
you will postcard.
I will postcard, and tomorrow I will rat.
I will be ratting. Well, I originally wasn't going to rat tomorrow, but I will rat tomorrow now.
Oh, fantastic! What a day.
Yes, because it seems that if you appear on rats, then suddenly I must.
What is that about?
Drop in.
Why is that the case?
I spending time with you. And
we've gotten to the bottom of it.
Shocking discovery.
Good. Well, I love you dropping in.
Can I just ask before I go?
Yeah.
Is Blithers really dead? Like that is like he's
You
not.
you saw his death.
Well, actually, no. I saw him
puff
disappear
into smoke. Do you think that's just something he has the
Yeah,
ability to do?
he's a man of many mysteries.
I bet you know the intricacies of his whole life, don't you?
I don't. This is stupid.
This
Stupid
slander.
But I just,
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're gonna have to find a different way to get a bunch of.
Perhaps.
No.
He doesn't have a cousin. How am I meant to practice my French grammar now?
I'm really sorry. Maybe you should talk to Bex and say, why did you kill the man I love?
I did. I didn't love him. He was just a useful asset in my life.
Oh, your true colors shine.
Yeah, I said that from the get-go.
People are only worth as much to you as you can get out of them.
He's the meep.
He's the meep to my petit souffleur or whatever.
Find a way.
You can find a way. Maybe you can talk to the angelic one and resurrect him.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point. Russell loved that.
Honestly, that might be a good plot thread. You can have that one for free.
All right.
I like your little. I like your little. Your perfectly framed 2 instruments in the back there.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Can you hyperfixate on being a bassist again for a month? Because I liked that period where you would post the little jingle jams that you did.
I'm hoping to.
Good.
I'm hoping to.
Good.
Once this month is done, it's a very busy month, which I'm sure you also are experiencing.
Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, it's definitely cooled down a lot more than it.
See, for me, it's gotten more busy.
Oh no!
But February, I'm like.
February, hold out for February.
Yeah.
No, but we mustn't live our lives just looking forward to the next month, Eloise, when things will get quieter. Or by the time by the time we'll be 50.
The thing is, well, right now it's Stardew Valley is really important to me.
No.
So we have a multiplayer farm, and it's what I think about every day. Like Lizzie.
I see.
And Cam. We have a little farm.
Wow, every day. Goodness. Yeah. I've been playing a game with Luann called Luma Island, and that's a fun game. I would recommend it.
Oh, I've heard about this.
Genuinely, it is really good. It's a different. Obviously, you could look at it and just be like, oh, okay, it's Stardew Valley spin-off, but it holds its own in various different ways.
It looks very nice.
It's very cutesy, very good. I would recommend. Luann is very good at finding new games. Anyway, yeah, I'll let you get back to chatting to chat.
Okay, I guess I'll let you go do 600 postcards. Probably.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm just going to be chatting to chat while I do it. So.
I just want you to know, Josh in my chat said you look very stylish in brown.
Thank you. Yeah. I appreciate that. I'm passing that on.
Okay.
All right, good.
Well, goodbye now.
Goodbye now. Ta-ta.
Goodbye now.
Bye-bye now. Ta-ta. See you later. Bye-bye. She's gone just like that. Just like that. Hey, Stevie, do you want a blast from the past? Look what came up on my DJ today that I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to play this on stream. Suddenly we're back in 2020, 2022, 2021. Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird? It's a real blot. I did not recognize that. I was also listening to it like, I've heard this before. And then it hit this bit. Okay, I'm going to sign one. Unfortunately, I can't really show you guys what I mean, I could try. It's going to be kind of difficult, though, I think. Oh, there you go. Never mind. That's kind of worked, right? Sort of. Ignore Paul over there. He never knows when to leave. It's one of his most. I don't know. You get the idea. I'm just going to get started, guys, because I really have to get through this. I'm really sorry. You understand, right? How have you guys been? Louise, thanks for the raid. The first one's always the scariest. I'm not gonna do the little smiley face. I don't have time for that. They're just gonna get Owen with the smiley face is only at Twitch cons because then I'm happy to see you. I have not warmed up the wrist. We probably should warm up the wrist, shouldn't we? Okay, one down. I think it's time for a break. Eloise, thanks for the raid. 1 year ago, you were also signing postcards. Shut up, really? Actually. And just like that, here's another one. Was that really a year ago? If I meet you in Brighton, you're not happy to meet us? I am happy to meet you if I meet you in Brighton. But I'm not happy to be signing these so they don't get a little thing. It feels like we're back in season 4 hardcore. It feels like we're back in season 3 hardcore. Oh, let me thank everybody. Astro, thank you for the 35 months.
35 months. Almost 3 years. Wow.
Winterbind, thank you very much for the 25 months. Stars Phobic, thank you for the 17 months. Love for you, love. Okay, I don't know how many postcards there are actually here. Feel free to count them out in your head as I do this. But we got to get started, so let's just get going. Imagine I just didn't say anything for the entire time. Just complete silence. I love listening to old playlists. Do you want to listen just for today? I keep taking a break. You guys have to stop. I'm going into archive. This is happening. You've done this to yourselves. This is not my fault. Here you go. We're going back in time. I'm looking for where's the best place to start us off. You need to enable TTS. Can somebody enable TTS? I don't think I disabled that. I think that was the Tomish. I think that was the mods. How have you guys been? What have you been up to? In fact, can we make TT? Oh, I got some pen on me. Tang. Can we make TTS? Oh no, only I can do that. I was gonna make it cheaper. Never mind. You guys can just spend the normal amount on it. I'm not making it cheaper. Screw you guys. I'm kidding. Hup. Why did I say hup like I was playing hardcore Minecraft?
Back to the crumble cookie thing. They are disgusting and all taste the same. You are not missing much by not knowing about it.
Dang, really? Okay. All right. Noted. School being stressful already, and I was not mentally prepared for it to start so quickly. Oh, no. I'm sorry to hear that. That was a messy one. Sorry if you got that one. We can't see him. Our boy is going to guard them. Oh, I accidentally did a face. Okay, that one gets a face. That's a rare one. One of the rare. Was that 2 that I just picked up? No. Okay, I now need to do this and push. And then we move this over. Yeah, that's a rare card. That's a special illustrated rare. I hate. Oh, I accidentally did another face. Okay, there's now 2 in there.
OMG, your mini-me in duo streams is a clementine. BC, it's like a small orange.
What does that mean? In my mini-me? What? What are you on about? Really enjoying uni so far. I had my first lesson in my programming class. What are you learning? What are you learning? Is it Java? What are they teaching you? Are they getting you on like for loops, or like how early are we talking here? The little screen. I'm so sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. But this is very average for our conversations, Stevie. It's often you saying stuff and me being like, what? How long do you think this is going to take us, by the way? I just accept it. Good. I'm glad I don't have to change. One hour tops? You're crazy. That's insane. Me and a friend have booked a language trip to Germany this summer. What does a language trip mean? App development, been doing it for 2.5 years, mostly JavaScript. I have more... How do I put this? You're out of my wheelhouse now. Like, you are already doing stuff that's more advanced. And like, if you said, make me an app in JavaScript, I'm done. Good luck. Bye-bye. Can't help. So sorry. Not only do I not know JavaScript, I also am really bad at app development. I'm good at application integration. I can add stuff to your app, but don't ask me to make the app. When I was in college, which is sixth form, which is high school? I don't know what it is for. When I was 16 in UK university, UK education, I was trying to do like an end of school project, end of year project, and I chose to do an app, and it was the worst thing ever. Genuinely, I don't think I actually learned how. And for some reason, there was no information online about how to make an app. There was like nothing about how to make an app for an iPhone or an Android or anything. All of the tutorials online were dreadful, and my teacher wouldn't teach me because it had to be stuff that we had to like go and look up ourselves. A-level computer science, yes. Wait, no. Software development. BTech software development, but I also did do an A-level in computer science. Man. I remember really vividly our software development teacher just going on ramblings about like religion and like really harshing on the Christian faith. And I just had to like take it because I was the only Christian in the whole class. And I couldn't be like, sir, shouldn't you be teaching us software development? He was really rude. I did not like him. And then also, he taught us HTML and CSS, but like the most rudimentary HTML and CSS. And I'm going to be honest, I'm going to probably make some enemies here, or upset some people. I really hate HTML and CSS, not because it's a bad language, but because it is pointless. You do not need to know HTML and CSS if... I'm sorry. I'm just sorry. Website builders are just way better. You don't need to you don't need to learn to make your own website if you want to make a website. Like, it can be fun as a project, but it's never going to look nearly as good as a website builder can do it for you. I'm so sorry. I know how to make websites, and I'll still 100% trust Squarespace because who has the time?
Started the app development part, been mostly doing websites and games.
That's very cool. That's very, very cool. How do I get rid of my VIP rank? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't stand it. There's a really interesting conversation about AI and website development because, like, I think if you spoke to any artist, right, and you were like, "Hey, AI taking the place of artists' thoughts," 100% of them are going to be like, "Bad, don't like." And then I think if you took that same batch of people and went, "Hey, AI being used to make websites," I personally think there would be a non-0% of people that would be like, yeah, sure, I can see that working well, as long as it's not making the art on the websites. If it's making like the UI and the layout and the footers and the headers, I think there would be a non-0% of people that would actually be okay with it. I'm not saying I am, but I think that people are not ready to draw that line on where does it stop being, because it's like code, right? So you could technically make the exact same website as somebody else, which you can't do with art. Like, I could technically make the exact same website as somebody else by copying the code. and the end product would be the same. So it's a really weird, nitpicky one. I don't really know what we're going to do about that.
It can be used for amazing stuff, but corporations are trying to use it to replace jobs, and brothers are degrading artists' work and effort by saying that an AI can do it.
This is true. It's used for amazing stuff, but corporations are trying to use it to replace jobs. Can I play devil's advocate without getting yelled at real quick? Hasn't technology been replacing jobs for decades? I'm not saying I'm for AI. I want to make it really clear. But where does the line get drawn? You could argue automation has been taking jobs in factories for hundreds of years. So I don't feel comfy about getting upset about it taking jobs, because I'm like, well, I think what I'm aiming for in my ideal universe, AI should be used to take jobs, and that's a crazy thing out of context, that are not creative.
AI is taking from itself.
This is true, sort of, in a sense. The more that the human, in a utopia, there's perhaps a utopia in the future where humans don't do any rudimentary jobs and are free to do artistic things. I think that's the true human spirit, right? The only reason people do jobs that are mind-numbing, like crazy industrial packaging factory jobs, is because we have to in order to eat. I think if you gave somebody the opportunity to pursue creative careers, they would probably choose that. Only a few of us are lucky enough to be able to choose creative careers over like industrial ones. And so I hope that AI can be used to free up spaces for that. But then again, if more people are doing creative jobs, then the amount of money for those creative jobs is going to go down. So there's going to be less people doing them. Just because, thank you very much for the 11 months. Just because like technology might take some industrial jobs doesn't mean the people that were doing those industrial jobs suddenly get to do creative jobs now.
My opinion as an artist against AI. Anything expressing emotion and being something creative can and should not be made by AI. If it helps with the code of something you designed, sure, that can take work from people's hands. As soon as it takes the role of designing or refining a design, I don't agree with it. We should keep the competence to create creatively, and we should always have the competence to do whatever the AI does.
I like that concept. I also want to read real quick the two big messages that have come through. And then we had a dude coming all jolly about how AI was so good because he didn't do any actual creative work, and that concept artist, a job with 90% of the head stay at the conference, was actually useless, and he hated pretty games. That's crazy. AI with art just feels off to me. Like, I used to do AI back when I was younger and used to make an animal tree AI thing for fun one time, and that was fun. I just don't know how to feel, because I wanted to work on AI for language things, kind of similar to NPCs. Like, you can respond to them, especially in games like the vampire game. I really like that. I really like AI in games.
Speaking of, there was
entertainment
to make a Christmas
like that.
calendar for German class, and one of the students used art and they got a 6, highest grade in Poland. And BTW, mic has a slight echo, I feel.
Oh no.
3.
My mic has a slight echo? Pause on the conversation. Stop all AI conversation real quick. Is it like bad? Is it actually my headphone being, is it actually when I have music playing, you can hear my headphone because I'm like leaning forwards like this? Okay, we'll carry on. We'll carry on. So let's take the concept of creating a website. First, you have to design the website. That obviously is creative work, and if an AI did that, I think people would have a problem with it. Then you need to find somebody who can code the website to look like how you've designed it. You could either use a coder, or maybe one day AI will be good enough to be able to do it without the use of a coder. I wonder where people will lie with that. Shorter. Sorry. Okay. Creative design website AI bad. Coding design of website AI okay maybe? Question mark. But I think most people who would say that that would be okay would probably not be people who are going to be employed to code the website, right? Like there are probably some website designers in here in this chat right now who are going to say, no, I don't want you to do that. And I don't blame them because that's their job that we're talking about. It's more of a slight reverb. Do you have any filters, like a noise gate? I have a gate. I can turn up the noise gate real quick. I have an equalizer. I have a compressor on, which is probably a little bit different. The threshold's at -14. I think the job web design also isn't just about replicating designs, but inventing new ways of engaging users. Good point. Good point. Spoken like a true website designer. By doing the thing, they will be a better fit for the job. Connecting to chat. Hold on. Did my stream just die? Oh, did my whole thing just go down?
The biggest issue with technology and AI taking jobs is the face that society still hasn't made basic human needs human rights. So AI taking jobs takes away the money people need to even afford those things.
That's a really good point. Still, yes. Yeah. We're almost putting the cart ahead of the horse. We're being like, oh yeah, AI is going to free up a bunch of jobs for people. And meanwhile, we're like, guys, you haven't even figured out world hunger. Not enough people have food to eat. Why are we focusing on like making drawings faster or making websites faster? Good point, actually. I hadn't considered that. A bit annoying, isn't it? Banger. Pump it. In case you're wondering, wow, Owen just did a whole pack. Nope. That was half a pack. At this rate, we're going about an hour per pack, and there's 4 packs total. So we're going to be here for 4 hours. Didn't think that I could manage. Another. Maybe I'm being dramatic. More like 40 minutes per pack. I spent a lot of time. No, because we've done, I guess, yeah. No way. Like my knees both grazed. Okay, I'm going to turn that back down now. I can't have the stack be too tall or my hand feels weird. Oh, Ethan, you're a little snitch, you know. I've started to notice that about you. I'm checking out Eloise's stream after my stream's over. I'm having a little look. Monitoring how my friends enjoyed rats, what I can do to make their experience better. All that jazz. I see little messages from you being like, Owen's upsetting Becumon in the dining room.
I can't log into my school because everything broke, so I'm watching you.
It was you. I saw your name. It was you. You said it. That was someone else. Don't make me pull up receipts. I can't log into my school because everything broke. Oh, fair enough. Hello. You're not going to gaslight me. Guys, it's a Justin Bieber song in disguise. Someone said you're upsetting her and she asked where, and you said dining room. Yeah, yeah. And you told her, yeah. Dreadful. Also, you said something else at one point. I forgot what it was now. But you were like, you need to go find them or something like that. Or like, don't go into XYZ or something. I don't know. Thanks for the gift of sub.
001 has gifted 1 subs to chat. A big problem I see with AI is that it's so unregulated.
Yeah.
We don't get taught how to use AI without relying on it and losing our own competence. We don't have the standard of teaching people why it is so important that they read and write and engage creatively. We just tire them out by pushing them into learning only to do jobs. Everything we do is for earning money, so AI is just another way to put off some pressure.
I feel like we're all sat in a room right now in a big circle of beanbags, and someone makes a point and we're like, yeah, Ethan, I've got eyes everywhere. I keep tabs. We need to learn while we learn. Yes, I wonder whether we will.
It all boils down to, as Brooks mentioned, AI makes mega rich people richer and they don't care about anything else. It's,
True.
as always, a rich vs poor issue. Living in America has made this something I think about a lot, Lamau.
I'm trying my best not to spend time worrying about. I think it's important to live in the moment, and you try and live in the moment more and more as you get older. I'll be honest with you. I had a horrible realization because of a TikTok that I watched the other day. That it's 2025. I'm going to be. Mike's cutting out. Oh, hold on. That's probably because of my threshold. Let me turn that back down. Aha, there you go. It's 2025. I'm going to be 28 this year, which means I will have spent 1 decade as an adult. This was my first decade as an adult. That's weird. That's weirder to me than 30. 30's like, oh my gosh, I'm no longer in my 20s. But 28's like, that's it. That was a decade. What did you do with your 10 years of your first 10 years of adulthood, and what are you going to do with your next 10 years? Bit scary, bit creepy.
Also, I heard I have lots of servers, which is heating up, which is bad.
AI has lots of servers. Yeah, we really got to kind of call it on that, no pun intended. I spent it thinking I was still 80. I think... also, fun fact, we had a second conference with the Terrible AI, bro, and as a protest, only 5 out of 30 people stayed in class. 2 of them were a teacher that was interested in the conference, and the blooming director of the school that everyone hated, and that was all buddy-buddy with the AI, bro. Good. I'm glad that you guys chose not to go. Nerdy Gay Boy, thank you much for the 11 months. So, yes, on one hand, decade as adult, scary. On the other hand, so much has changed within the last 3.5 years. I would have started, what, 4 years ago now? My first stream was in 2021 of October, I think. So that would have been 3 and a bit years. 4 and a bit years. 3 and a bit years? 4 and a bit years. No, 3. It's 3. It's 3 and a bit years. 4? 2020. It would have been 2020. So then it's been 4 and a bit years. That's half a decade. That's less than half a decade. And that gives me a lot of hope. Because I'm like, dang, I can change literally everything about my life. My friendship group, my job, my social status, if you want to call it that. My financial freedom in less than 4 years. Heck, in like 2.5 years, if you want to be specific about it. Do you know when these are going to be mailed out? As soon as I get these back to Tubbo, he's going to sign them and then send them out. Honestly, though, I'm currently working towards losing myself. What did I achieve? What am I doing? My time? What did I achieve? But we never know. It's very unnecessary pressure because it doesn't lead to a solution, only to dread and feeding into perfectionism. I get that dread, like noticing your 80-28 is intense, but I try to stay away from it. Yeah. Right now, I'm trying to, and you probably caught this when I was on the phone to Eloise. I'm trying to be less like, okay, after Rat starts, I'm going to have more free time. Okay, after Rats is over, I'm going to have more free time. Okay, so after Rats is over, and then before like this project starts, like after TwitchCon, I'm going to have way more free time. You know, after the wedding that I've got with Luann, I'm going to have so much free time. Like just kicking the ball further and further down the field. Because I think I will waste my life if I do that. Will you though? Will I what? Have free time? No, that's the point. I'm constantly just being like, after XYZ, I'll have more free time. And I never do. Because I said after Rats starts, I'll have more free time. And then Rats started, and I had to work on Rats every day to make sure that it keeps going. Because the server isn't going to manage itself. The quests aren't going to write themselves. So that's not true. That was a lie. I'm just trying to take it as it comes right now. About wedding planning, I'm so curious, but totally. Having a mother who is really, really willing to organize it all for me as a like thank you, as like a present, I suppose, is really helpful. Having 4 sisters, 3 of which have gotten married before me, so I can just copy their templates in Google Sheets and stuff, is really helpful. So mum was like, hey, here's 8 photographers that I found in the area. And I looked through them, looked at their prices, looked at their pictures, showed them to Luann. We chose one, we messaged them, we put the deposit down. That's one thing done. You've got like important things that you need to like get locked in. The caterers, the band, the place that you're going to be doing it, like the location, the venue, the photographer. Those need to be done like as soon as possible because people will book like years, literally years. Important things like the cake. But no, to be honest, the cake isn't that crazy. My sister's making my cake for me because she is a really good baker. So that's kind of taken a lot of pressure off of that a little bit. And then you've got things that can be figured out later on, like the flowers, the decorations, the favors, you know, any kind of quirks that you're going to have, any like kind of niche things. The speech can wait. You can do like wedding favors. So you can, you know, like, you know how you can have like party favors? Having like a little gift for people. Be like, thanks for coming to the wedding. Orange and yellow. I believe that's the vibe. So what's important is just locking down those early important things that you need to get like a year in advance. And then you can breathe a bit and be like, okay, let's just focus on like the lights and stuff a little bit closer to the date. A little goodie bag, pretty much. I'm going to have to write my speech at some point, preferably months in advance. Then I got to find people to practice it on, not you guys, so sorry. Like a party bag? Kind of, not really. Like, for example, I think one idea that we floated around was the potential of the flowers are actually like crocheted flowers. So we get like a bunch of yellow and orange crocheted flowers made before, and those are in vases in the middle, and everybody can like take one. So like that would be a wedding favor. On the vase, it would be like, please take one home. And because it doesn't die, you don't have to worry about it like, you know, a party item. Yeah, sure, a party item. Whatever you want. It can be anything really. It doesn't really matter. It's meant to be a nice thing. Cannot believe we don't get to hear the highly private, personal, intense, emotional speech. Yeah, sorry. So sorry. Do. I mean, obviously not here. You can find it on my Patreon.
What is the design on the postcards and what's it for?
NoDice. NoDice Act Season 1 Act 1.5 or Act 2, I think is what it was called. and things went definitely okay and nobody got hurt. There was no detrimental and dreadful events happening. Where can we watch the VODs? On Toby's channel, I believe. Wait, that came out? It happened, mate. It was 3 days, 6 hours per day. I believe it's making a return for the Tubathon. That's not private for me to say that. It's my show. I'm allowed to say it. As much Toby's show as it is my show. Cool postcards though, huh?
Now on my Patreon, for the low price of $5,643, you get to hear my wedding speech even before my wife. /silly.
And for an additional $200, I'll make a shout out to you. I'll be like, yo, thanks for those that made this wedding possible. Shout out Stars Phobic. All of my friends are like, what? It's kind of silly that I get given a microphone to make a speech at my wedding, as if the people there haven't heard me talking enough throughout my life. It's gonna be very interesting having blimmin' Tubbo Toby next to my friend that I had since I was like 10. A real combination. Bring your stream setup? Yeah. Like, that won't even be the weird bit. It'll be having my grandma there next to the bunch of streamers.
Who cheered?
I cheered. Having a... Wait, I already signed this one. Having a bunch of streamers next to my grandmother is going to be a fun little adventure. I still get weird looks when I talk about Bex as Becumon. Like, I still have to clarify to my friends. I'll be like, well, my friend Becumon, and they'll be like, that's their name. And I'm like, no, that's not their name. But that's who they are to me. I refuse to call them anything else. A single seat for Bruno and Tang? Mayhaps. Just kidding, guys. It's all going to be live streamed. I've signed a deal with a very reputable streaming company. It's not going to be here on Twitch. Yeah, my friend Turtle Dove. No. Yes, yes. Would you call a lord anything but lord something? No. Hang on. Wait, you've confused me now. Oh, banger. On kick, or here's the kicker. Can't wait for the pic of Tang and Bruno on the dance floor. Yeah. So that's how you're affording the wedding? Yep, you got it.
I feel like that is just online friends in general.
Pretty much.
Even though I know my friend BZ real name, I still call him BZ or Bonezone when talking about him.
Yeah. One of these is definitely not family friendly, but I don't care. Because I like Akko's songs too much to not listen to right now. It's like he's still here. I can still hear his voice. Guys, bad news. The Sharpie has started running out. And we are not even one stack in. How many stacks may I ask? 4 stacks.
You should hide Brumbo somewhere at the wedding for a special prize.
I'm not doing that.
/silly.
Tang's guarding this stack. Can you guys see that it's getting weaker slightly? Probably not from there, huh? Okay. I can see that your wrist is getting weaker. What the heck? I can see that you're getting weaker. You don't have it in you, do you? You're gonna bail at any moment. You can't go the distance. Ugh. Thank you, Stack. You've served us well. Let's have a little look at the difference, shall we? This one is the... Actually, I don't know. Oh, no. The top one is the first one. You can see it's definitely getting a little less clean. Yeah, it's got more of a brush texture. Whoa! And we've already had this one. Okay, lock that in. Owen, tick. It's over for us. We're so cooked. This is gonna take a while. Okay, we're at 50 minutes and we've done one stack. What's in 2 days? Oh. There's another stack. There's 3 more stacks. This is all we've got left to do. Hold on. This is what we've done. This is what we've got left. We've done, this is about a third of that. So that would be another 3. Yes, we've done a quarter. All right, let's lock in. Hup. Will you maybe separate it into another day? I hope not. I'd really not like to do that. I'd really like to do it all in one go.
This is like you saying you'd finish the theater in a stream.
Well, that was obviously a joke.
No way you will get these done without a 4 to 5 hour stream.
Well, it might be what we need to do, because I ain't doing another stream of this. The pen has had time to heal on the plus side. Never mind, it's back to bad again. How's Anne feeling? I'm good. I can do this for ages. How about, oh my god, about GTA 6? I had a dream that I was in like the olden days and I made a joke that we got sliced bread before we got GTA 6. Proper made me giggle. That's crazy. I mean, I say my wrist is fine, but my signing would say otherwise. It's not feeling as cohesive. It's feeling scraggly. It's getting more and more scraggly. Can we listen to some Dom Farah? Sure. I like Dom Farah because he doesn't swear. Isn't it weird how you could technically be walking beside somebody and they could have like basically identical interests to you and you'd have no idea? I So like, you know, you say Dom Ferrer and then Ash Flickerflame comes in being like, Dom Ferrer mention. But if you two were in the same room, you'd probably have no idea that you both like Dom Ferrer until somebody mentioned it. Like, what if you both watch? What if you're standing next to Lita here in real life? Obviously, some of us have met Lita here, so that's a bad example. What if we're standing next to somebody that we haven't met in chat and we just don't know? Some of you could have passed by each other and you'd have no idea. On Santa's card, we can be your personal bards. You can get in as soon as you're completing it, will not be a dream. Very good, lovely. Very nice little song. I'm going to throw in a little smiley face for this one. Oh, best one yet, that. Hold on, whoever got that one. Do 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 do. Someone must have walked past someone in this chat. I mean, yeah, it's unavoidable, I feel. Especially if you're in East Sussex. I've probably walked past you. Don't say if you are, by the way. I don't want to know. That's not an opportunity for you to go, me! I walked past you, Stevie. You were doing my bracelet. I was going to the loo before my panel. I just walked the entirety of East Sussex. Love the South Downs, me. Your panel was in the loo. I know. I told them. I said it was not the location. It was in fact really weird. You've just brought back a core memory. Once upon a time, I went to this Christian festival. I know. I was a wild teenager. And on the second day, we walked in...
No, BC, you're so
right. Your turn, you go.
I discovered today that I'd actually met one of the first years on my course at the Les Mis stage door in September, like 3 weeks before Freshers Week last year, and we discovered this only today after an entire semester at uni together on the same course, albeit different years.
That's cool. That's weird. That's crazy. I went to a Christian festival. I must have been like 14. Thank you, April Rains, for the tier 2 at 42 months. That's crazy. And
User change but back for 17 months anyway, smile.
What was your user before? Strawberry Rush. Are you Strawberries? Who are you? How do we know? Thank you very much for the 17 months. I'm pretty sure that's Owen's juice. Nuh-uh. Was it Soul Survivor? Yes. So, that's not Strawberries. Fair enough. Hi, Strawberries. Oh, you changed back. I'm kidding. So, on the second day, I went to the loo, which were basically, you know, when you go to like a concert and it's the ones where you got to walk up some steps. They're like caravans, but they're loos. They're toilets. Yeah, you know the ones. It was that, but the inside of it, there was a bunch of people, bunch of dudes standing around, and I went and I used the loo because I didn't know what was going on, and I came out and they were making a real commotion. And what they had done is there was the dispensers of soap, and they had gone, gotten some soap, gotten some water, and then they'd taken their hands and they'd done this. They'd gone like this and then gone, and they were trying to blow bubbles, and they would do it all in a circle, all at the same time. Now, have I said this story before? Have you seen that a lot? Okay, cool. I don't think I've told this story. Good, okay. And it would be all quiet, right? None of them would be saying anything. And then one of them would get a bubble and it would be commotion. It would be insanity as they all tried to keep this bubble going. And there was like, what, 7 guys? And I went and I joined in. So that made it 8. And we were there for a couple of hours until I think about 12. Until one of the staff members came along and were like, hey, you guys, it's time to go. You can't be here. And so then we all dispersed. None of us said anything about it, right? We didn't talk to each other after. Why did you join? Because it was funny. None of us said anything about it. And then at 10 o'clock the next day, I was like, I'm going to go back to that toilet block. So I did. And there was a few guys there washing their hands. And I went and I washed my hands and I got some soap on. And we all looked at each other and we all, without saying anything, began trying to blow bubbles. No words were discussed and it grew. And more people that were there yesterday came back. So now there was about 16 people. This happened every single day until literally you couldn't get into the loo because there was too many people. Hello. The ink. Yeah.
Oh, we got card cam.
Card cam moment.
Done?
No, of course not. Not at all. We're not even close. And it was really sad on the last night. But to prove that this isn't, that I'm not lying. I mean, why would I lie about this? I'm going to, I have a channel that isn't used anymore. And I uploaded for the past, like, for about 3 or 4 years, I recorded loads and loads of footage from my life because I just liked documenting experiences. And I took all of that footage and I put it into this massive quickfire video. And this is more lore. I'm just going to watch this through because I don't know what this is going to have in it. One moment. Have I missing out? You have kind of missing out. Okay, there. It's only 2 minutes, but I'm going to mute this desktop audio and I'm just going to watch this through just to see what's on it. It's only 2 minutes, so it won't take long. You can't hear it, right, guys? Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm smiling because I've just seen something. I think I'm just gonna take one screenshot of this because I'm not prepared to show you all of this video because it is a lot of friends that I used to have all combined in. But the bit that's important for you to see is this. One moment, I'm gonna get it up. I'm gonna find it. Okay. Let me get the snipping tool up. The video is on private anyway, so this is fine. And I'm going to go back to my actual account. Boom. So that video was uploaded 10 years ago, by the way, which is crazy. Okay, here it is. This is the important bit. One moment. I took a 1-second video of the what we're all looking at, what we're all going crazy for is a bubble that's just off camera, and we're all going insane over it. I think this is on the 2nd day. But just so you know, I'm not lying. I mean, imagine this many people, but it's on the other side as well because this is half the circle that I'm filming right now. And some people are just trying to wash their hands normally, but most of these people are here just all yelling over each other. If someone was here like, hey, I that was me, that would be crazy. That would be insane. Anyway, maybe one day I'll show you that video. I might like download it and cut out all of the faces of it or whatever. But yes. Let's have some, where is he? Where's my boy? So I walked past Owen in the loo when he was I would have been 14, yeah. Dang. Okay, this is all signed now. We can swap this out. I have unfortunately done a small pack. This second pack is smaller. I should have done a larger one so that I would have a small one left to do. But oh well. Let me go ahead and tick this. Crow also hasn't done these, so be prepared for a Crow signing stream at some point. So there you go. Thanks for unlocking that core memory. I don't know what unlocked that one, but uh-oh. I wear green on the thing, so worst case scenario, we go to a green. And then you said you walked past to the loo. I see. Oh yes, I did. That's true. Would you look at that mat on his desk? It's a nice mat, huh? I feel like we've been so busy with Realm and Rats that we just haven't had the chance to properly talk in a while, have we? Should I try and make this pen go the distance? Look at how faint that's becoming. On the leaf specifically. Might be time to call it quits on the purple. That's sick. How cool. Thanks, Toxic. Oh, sorry. I muted the desktop audio because I didn't want you guys hearing the video that I was watching. I'm so sorry. I imagine I probably don't have PeoPoStream readily available. No. I heard it. I thought it was really cool. Can a mod refund Toxic? Whoa, that green is green. Look at that guy. Sheesh. Kind of mad I didn't start with that. Let's get a little smiley face in green. Limited edition.
Speaking of, did you remove the segment W the mat out of the best of 2024? And
yes.
Change the thumbnail?
No, I didn't change the thumbnail. I can't bother.
Yes, it's true we haven't really talked that much. I think that's what hardcore usually served, but since it's not priority, it's kinda hard to do just chatting in SMPS lol.
It's almost impossible. Yeah, I got rid of the thingy. The segment. Oh, I open to see. Holding their arms, they're saying, don't hold your breath. I'm saying, how can you breathe? Unless it's a subathon, and then you get a lot of time when no one is on to do just chatting. This is true. Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting year for the subathon. I'm only selling pins. We're not doing any kind of plushies or anything. I feel like a lot more people are going to be able to purchase pins than they did last year. I also am going to be dropping the prices substantially. Usual sub goals. We're going to go back to normal sub goals. Every day is going to have a different thing. So like, it'll be like day 5, we're doing spooky games or whatever, right? But it's not going to be like chock-a-block where it's like day 5, you get spooky games, this, and this. Normal sub goals, but one new thing every day. So I can buy a pin? I believe so, yeah. They've kind of like slowly been creeping up in price. So about £12. I think I might drop them down to like 7. I'm not brave. I'm not brave. As long as you guys tell me what you want as pins. Because we are now on our 4th year and I'm starting to run out of ideas. Obviously, we're going to have a Bruno pin. That's guaranteed. OJTV support? I guess I don't have that, do I? No, Bagheera is not going to be on any branding or merch. That's the rule. Special edition gold Brumbo pin. Gold Brumbo. Should I make it like in Twitch where I buy some like fully gold ones and occasionally you might get a golden Bruno if you buy a Bruno pin? That'd be silly. But then I have a feeling that people would like get that instead of the Bruno pin they wanted, and then they'd be like, I wanted the normal Bruno pin. I didn't want the shiny Bruno pin. Like, I liked it, but now I would like the other one, please. Thank you. I've been doing Pokemon cards too much. Shut it up. Yeah, I could have like a box ticked where it's like, you can be entered into a draw to get this special Bruno pin.
For pins, ID love the Jester
mask would be
Jester
cool.
hat in your colors. ID also love OGTVI or OGTV glasses. Also, when does you being ambassador for Twitch end?
Never. My year as Twitch ambassador ends in April. But I will still be an ambassador after that. I just won't be the like golden child. Basically, they prioritize. Okay, what does that change? I won't be on the face of TwitchCon related branding, and that's about it. Any ambassadors that are picked this year? For Rotterdam, we have less events. Nope, same amount of events. Same amount of stuff. Remember that I'm meant to be speaking at an ad conference sometime in January. Well, it's not in the diary, so I don't think it is happening anytime soon. We have less events. Oh, no. Well, tricky to say. I personally think, and you know, this is definitely going to come back and bite me. This will be my hubris speaking. But Twitch seems to really like POW, and POW really likes Twitch. So I think as long as POW keeps doing POW-related stuff at TwitchCons, I will still have panels to go to. But yeah, I probably won't be speaking on any like LGBTQIA plus panels. But that doesn't mean that I won't be involved in stuff. We'll see, I suppose, won't we? I'm still planning on getting my toes into all of the different events that are happening. Getting my foot in the door, I think is what I meant to say, but I just said toes instead. The Twitch UK Twitter surely likes POW a lot. We love Cody. Put those grippers away. I will. I'm so sorry. Oh, yeah, sure. I'm hoping to go to TwitchCon 2026. I don't think I'm going to be going to TwitchCon San Diego this year. Sorry to tell you, chat. I just don't think it's going to happen. I will be going to Rotterdam every year. I will always be going to the European one. I can't see a future in which I don't do that. And we do. I mean, somewhere there's got to there's got to fit a wedding and a honeymoon. Yep. Questioning. I'm going to Rotterdam this year. I'll see you there. Gonna try and get another meet and greet, hopefully with the besties. Crazy that this one is almost like double the size.
What if the green pen runs out of ink too?
Then we cry. It just hasn't come in. Me and the gang have already booked accommodation. I need to do that. We'll see how it goes. Oh, hi. She's got me. Hi, Tetsuya Kun. Thanks for the 8 months. Is TwitchCon a big enough event that it inflates accommodation price in the city for that week? Yes! It's not so much that it inflates prices, it's that you can't find any accommodation anywhere. Good luck finding any. Yeah, just camp outside the convention center. Don't do that. I hope I can go to TwitchCon, but mental health may not permit me. That's fair enough. Not for everybody. Conventions are scary places. But I really, really like TwitchCon. It's one of my favorite parts of the year. I always leave TwitchCon feeling really inspired. Sad, I can't have another friend FaceTime with you if you're not at San Diego. Yeah. But you also know that you're not missing anything because I'm not at San Diego. I love Twitch. They've always treated me so kindly. I really think that it's a special company and I really like the people that work there. And TwitchCon is like such a testament to that. I've always been treated so well at TwitchCons. You enjoyed TwitchCon, didn't you? You have had a very interesting first experience. This is true. This is true. Luan has an interesting, like, is it a dichotomy? I don't know. An interesting experience in that because I need to get backstage to get to places quickly. She's allowed to come with me. So she definitely does have a unique experience where she's not required to kind of go up onto the stage, but also gets to enjoy walking around with me. But she'll be a partner soon enough. And then partner now, GB. Even when you were stressed running from place to place, man, I got so sweaty in Paris. It's not even funny. Wait, no, it wasn't Paris. It was Rotterdam. I had to run from my meet and greet. And then my partner manager I had an Amazon ad thing, like a panel. Oh, hi, Bex. And I had to run from my meet and greet. And then I got a message from my partner manager saying that she was coming to my meet and greet to pick me up. By that point, I was already at the Big Duck. And so I messaged her saying, I'm already at the Big Duck. And she went, okay. And then I ran away from the Big Duck to try and find where the Amazon area was. And then I saw her message saying, I'll meet you at the Big Duck then. And I went, oh, I've already left there. And then finally I got to the place where I was meant to. And I'm literally like panting, like, sorry, I'm late. I had a meet and greet. I'm here now. And they're like, oh, we're not starting for like another 10. People are running late. And I was like, okay. I'm camming this in because my name is on all these cards. Subtle Beckman ad. It's very clever plug for you. What if I just like jinx-ified this? One of them I just like drew over, like doodled all over Beckman. At least you had time to breathe? Yes. They had aircon in that room and cold water. So London Fort TwitchCon is at the same place once again as it's been an excuse to travel, but at the same time it's pretty nice coming back and reliving that entire experience. Rotterdam is definitely one of the best places for it. I'm so glad that when like TwitchCon was bouncing around everywhere, it didn't settle in Paris. As much as I love Paris, I just enjoy Amsterdam so much. And Rotterdam particularly is a really lovely place. More than happy to go back there and enjoy that. I'm a little sad that the American one is touched down in San Diego. Not to say I don't like San Diego, but if it was like in a different city every time, that would have been sick. San Diego was fun, but I don't need to go back there again. And hopefully, I don't know what Bex is planning to do this year, or Bex or Eloise are planning to do this year when it comes to San Diego. But like, I think because it's so far for us, it'd be nice for it to be a new place. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what their plans are. I'm not speaking for them. But I think, well, you basically summed it up. Yeah, like if it's going to be in the same place every time, I personally can't justify that cost going all the way over to the West Coast. Which is funny because what happens, chat, is I go on the lead up to San Diego while I'm spending all the money on the flights and the accommodation and trying to get everything ready, and then I'm on the plane. In my head and to other people, I'm going, I'm not going back. Next year, 2025, I'm not going back to the West Coast. You can't make me. Don't even try and make me. And then we get there and we're like enjoying the drinks and the really, really warm weather by the pool. And it's so nice to do the meet and greets, and we get to meet all of you, and then we get to do like the events like Twitch Rivals if they happen to be on, and then we get to go to like some parties with some friends and have nice food, and in the middle of it we're like, I think I'm starting to like TwitchCon West Coast. And then we like leave and I'm like, I think I might go back next year. I remember the exact conversation. We were both like, oh wait, yeah, I think it was our first day there. We checked into the hotel, no pressures whatsoever to be anywhere, went down to sit by the poolside, and just sitting there in the sun with that slight breeze by the pool. We got day drunk. It was the guy at the bar was like, hey guys, you're my first you're my first customers. Do you want a free drink? And we were like, okay, go on then. And it was like 1 PM. And so we're sipping our really lovely, well-made drinks, being like, I think I'm starting to like the West Coast a little bit. We walked away like, oh dear. Okay, fine, we'll go back to San Diego. Fine, lock it in. I got such a stink eye there. I'm not going back. Don't worry, I'm not going back. Joanne doesn't want to go to the West Coast. She'd rather just travel elsewhere. Which is true. And just to clarify, this warm weather is not specific to San Diego. And the nice drinks by the pool is also not specific to San Diego. You could go anywhere in Europe and pretty much have that same experience for half the cost because you're not spending an egregious amount of money flying across the Atlantic in an entire 50 states worth of country. This is my favorite Don Ferris song, by the way. It was horrible. That was horrible. Save me, give me something here, baby. There's this lovely called Boston, really nice for conventions, or even New York. No, don't make me go back to New York. I can't stand New York. I hate it so much. Oh, Berlin would be awesome. Berlin would be awesome. And it made sense, right? It's like, okay, Amsterdam, the Netherlands sort of vibe. Sure, okay. France, Paris, okay, yeah, sure. I was thinking Madrid or Berlin. I thought that was one of those two things were next. They did Berlin for the first European TwitchCon. Get us back there, man. I went to Berlin once. It was cool. That's nice. Venice? TwitchCon Venice? Question mark? That would be so impossible. That was such a nothing burger message. No, it's okay, Bex. I appreciated you. Bex, I wasn't going to say anything. That was on par with I had chicken nuggets for dinner. But it was still, I still appreciated it. I liked you sharing it. I like knowing things about you. And now I know that you went to Berlin. I didn't know you went to Berlin. About the heat, my train also got cancelled halfway through Amsterdam to Rotterdam. So I was stuck outside in the heat in The Hague. Hague? For 2 hours. Wait, oh gosh, no. No, thank you. Wait, I remember the heat because we touched down at the airport and booked an Uber to the hotel, and it took about maybe 20 minutes to get there, which I know isn't a long time, but for the amount of heat there was ooh. I went to school and they made us walk like mad, and it was cold, but it was still a nice place. Oh, that sounds nice. Amsterdam heat was killer. I do think Paris heat was worse. Paris heat, I remember going to a cafe and being like, okay, I'm going to take this ice cube out of my drink and like put it on my neck because I need to cool down because I'm overheating like crazy. Hello, tiny Parisian cafe. Can you house 12 streamers, please? Thank you. Yeah, just put all these tables together. We'll eat whatever you throw at us. Less places at AC. This is true. That's a good point. Dude. Also, people with me. I was literally about to say, I adored the fact that Paris lived up to the expectations that I had of everyone just being utterly horrible. If you're from pardon me. If you're from Paris, I'm sure you're lovely. But literally just standing in the sidewalk and a guy comes up and goes, a move? And then like walks around. Like, I'm just standing here, man. Just move out of the way. Just take a step to the left. There's plenty of sidewalk. Please move. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've very much discovered that in the face of rudeness, I find it really difficult to keep my cool in the way that I just can't help but laugh, which I suppose is probably a fine response to have. But this dude said it and I literally burst out laughing because I just couldn't believe that he had made such like a big spectacle over it. I also think I do it loud enough because I want them to know that I'm not it's just such a nothing burger scenario to be caught in. Oh dear. No, you know what? Back to Paris. I'd love TwitchCon to be in Paris. People didn't like Paris. I really liked it. I like Paris. People say it's not a nice place, but I adore it. Oh my gosh, this isn't a stack. I was like, wow, guys, our third stack. That's the stack.
I know The Hague is seen as a kinda business hub place, I've heard. But I fear TwitchCon The Hague would kinda cook. I've been there multiple times and it's quite a nice place, but the beaches are very windy and the sand kinda hurts, but still.
Why is this one not signed by... Oh my gosh, this one isn't signed. This pack isn't signed by Amy. Oh dear, oh dear. We're pretty slow on this, huh? It's a city between Amsterdam and Rotterdam. It's called The Hague? Why is it like... Why do I feel like that's a location I would drop in Fortnite? Sorry, guys. The filter didn't work, though. I don't know why I said that out loud. I'm a signing overachiever. You really did get this done. I will say that I was too busy planning the show to do it. That was my excuse. This green pen has saved my life. Oh, I accidentally did a smiley face. This one's super illustration rare. Do you guys want to see the cards I got the other day? I think it's here. Are they here? Oh, where have they gone? Oh, no. My special ones have gone. Guys, just remember, and this is really important, once you have a lot of success, you become a target in many ways. And that is, just in case you've forgotten, a quote by Jennifer Lopez. I keep that on my desk in case I ever need some inspiration. Is this bit leading up to something? Hopefully inspiration. That's what it should be leading up. Do 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 do. So that you're the northern star. It's a shame that Crow's character died in Act 1 of NoDice because all his promotional material has Stripe on it, but Stripe's not actually around anymore. Spoilers? Listen, if you haven't watched the first act, that's on you. There's been the second act by now. It's been literally almost a year. I'm not gonna give I refrained from giving spoilers for the second act, which I very easily could. You said that last time? Yeah. Well, there you go. And so you already knew. I'm very excited for Act 3. A lot of the culmination of everything I've had planned kind of comes to a head in Act 3. Cottage, core town, and Minecraft. 34 different houses. That's cool. Handmade fairy woodland. That's very sick. Sure that you're the northern star. I'll send the Jennifer Lopez quote packed in a fancy box. Thank you. Thank you. Oops, that was a squiggly W. If we can refine that. I failed. Sorry, whoever guessed that one. Do 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 do. I'm tempted to bring a clicker with me to TwitchCon. Just like click it every time I sign something to see how many like Owens I write, how many little oranges I draw. Is that self-obsessed? Be honest. Oh no. Luann is tabbing in. You're just a stats guy? Okay, phew. That could have gone a lot worse. I saw her like put down her phone and lean in into the computer and I was like, it's over for me. Okay, getting fact checked. And when you click it, Luann can give you a treat or something? What? Please quit projecting, thank you. It's a thing? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right, buddy. Furry behavior in the Ocean's TV. Whoa! I didn't realize this is MCCI fishing game. This is crazy. Oh dear. My message didn't send. Did it get retracted? Did you say something that wasn't allowed? Guys, I tried to keep a hacker in my DMs occupied today. Unfortunately, I only managed to take about 20 minutes of their time. I really wish I was going to be able to get more, but unfortunately I failed. You can see the interactions, but my friend Kate got hacked. And the hacker messaged me being like, can you playtest this game? And I started trying to see how long I could spin him along for, but he wasn't having it. He eventually got me on a technicality because I said I was downloading it on my computer and he said, I can see you're still on your phone. And I went, I'm messaging you from Discord on my phone, but I'm downloading it on my computer. And he was like, you think I'm dumb? I don't need your help anymore. Bye. And I was like, I do, yeah. Oh, okay, bye. This is just to clarify.
Hope the ice sculpture didn't hurt too much.
Me too,
Broken
me too.
Heart.
Broken heart, broken ice sculpture. What was I gonna say? No, it's gone. Oh no, yeah, this is just a PSA. If you get messaged by a friend of yours and they're like, hey, can you download this game and playtest it? Because my friend and I are doing this project and we need feedback on the game. Don't do that thing. Don't download the game because you will lose access to your account and be hacked. And that's really bad. Did like that one, Tom Fair, thank you. I guess I do want to yawn. Do you think blowing on it actually does anything? Like, I know it dries it, but do you think it actually, if I didn't blow on it, my life would be any different? I don't think the cards would turn out any different.
My favorite way of dealing with scammers when they message me is to say back to talk to a customer, please press 1. Our team thanks you for your patience, Lamau.
If I'd kept them going for a little bit longer, I was going to pretend like the game was working fine. I was going to give them like an actual critique, being like, this is a really fun game. This is really good. You guys have absolutely smashed it. First time I got hacked, it was a link from a friend when I was 14. Never did it again. Yep. That'll get you. Okay. That one done. You know what was messed up about that? The person got into my Facebook account and instead of like posting weird stuff on my timeline. Yeah. They messaged boys from my school and said I had a crush on them. That's messed up. That's actually horrible. Just kind of crazy considering how many people were hunting for free Robloxes as kids. That's crazy. I'm sorry, Bekyamon. That's horrible. People are mean. Is this major? Yeah, I told him to stop hacking people, but he just won't. By pure luck, the boys in question happened to be the reasonable ones and they knew it wasn't real. Oh, that's nice of them. That's good. Ah, dear me. It was a bit of a calm when I first got hacked. Tried to pirate something, but it stole an account. Stands for major hacker. Okay. I don't... That could have... Oh, what? No, don't me. I feel like you could have workshopped that one a little bit more. Sorry. Almost fell for a scam. I'll read that in a second. It's always this hand that hurts before this one.
Oh man, about 3 years ago someone tried to scam me in a really funny way. They sent me a Nitro link but instead of the link saying Discord it said Discords. I asked them about it and they were like, no, you're crazy. So I blocked them and I proceed to laugh about that whenever I remember it.
I love the like tactic. You're crazy. You're insane. I almost fell for a scam once when they messaged me that they accidentally reported my account. Classic. They included a screenshot. The pressure of that even made me change my email address connected to Discord, but I got it back after messaging Discord support. That is a classic one. I've reported you. I'm really sorry. I need you to follow this link and talk to Discord support so that you don't get banned. Puts all the emphasis on you. I'll tell you what was prevalent. Chainmail in the early days of the internet. I imagine it's still around, but things like this is XYZ, bad thing happen if don't repost was like a classic. when I was 13. You had to have an iron stomach for that kind of thing. And also, also medieval times, crazy enough. You have to have a bit of an iron stomach for that kind of thing, because you're going to have to like purposefully tell yourself like, no, it's not real and I'm not going to repost it. But once you get into the habit of like, once you get past that, being able to push past that anxiety, you can do anything. Yeah, it's definitely trying to like capitalize off of OCD and anxiety in the readers. It's still a thing, definitely. I don't think it is as prevalent anymore. Maybe just because I'm not in the areas where it is. I think back in the spooky copy pasta days, it was a lot more prevalent. Growing up in that era helped me not to trust any spam stuff, which ties into that whole scare them mentality. Yes, I think I'm stronger for it, is what I was trying to say. Like I came out the other side of my young teenage years being less susceptible to that superstition and like paranoia and anxiety because of it. That being said, I did see one the other day while I was scrolling, and it is still powerful. It still made my tummy do a bit of a, oh, I don't like it. So, you know, it's still prevalent, but being able to move on from it is a powerful tool. It's always uncanny photos. How many left? This pack and then another pack. A really scary spam where I worked once. The call pretended to be our card machine place, maybe input a load of numbers. It wasn't until they wanted me to bank the card machines like we could at the end of the shift that I realized, so managed to cancel off. Nice. My favorite thing when I receive a scam message asking me something is just gone to the official website of that thing and just looking up on their own what they want without clicking on any link. Yeah, it's always better to go straight to the, like if I get something from TikTok, I'll just go to TikTok rather than following the link. Because that's a classic one. I met up with my sister the other day, and she was like, oh, I got a job offer from TikTok. She knew it was fake, but I looked at the message and I was like, yeah, in fact, it has come through with me in the past. It doesn't work if you're not on TikTok, which she wasn't. But if you're a TikTok creator and you get a message from a contact called TikTok saying like, we'd like to offer you money for your videos, you know, that's a hard part about being a content creator, is that sometimes you will get those messages. For example, I got approached by a motherboard company recently in December.
Not really a scam, but I always hated chain links like, if you don't message X amount of people, you Y.
Yeah, classic. I was just mentioning. I got messaged by somebody representing a motherboard company the other day, and I was like, oh, this looks pretty legit. And I like kind of looked through it a bit, spoke to them a little bit. Eventually, I got distracted by end of year stuff. I think rats distracted me. And by the time I realized that I had ghosted them for like 2 weeks, I went back to be like, so sorry. And it wouldn't let me send a message to them. And I was like, what's happened? And I went on their Twitter profile. Whole account had been completely torn down by Twitter, I assume, because they'd broken some kind of policy, but it had been like banned. And I was like, well, guess that wasn't real. But I could have received a message exactly like that from a data harvesting company being like, hey, we've got somebody who wants to work with you. And then lo and behold, you get on a call with them and it's Tommy Hilfiger. And that one's legit. Like literally parallel lines could have been the exact same message, both worded the exact same. One of them real for a massive clothing company. The other one, no. And there's no way of differentiating them except like humoring them. Because when I worked for Tommy Hilfiger, they literally were like, hey, we want you to work with this person, but we need you to sign this contract first before we even talk about who it is. I had to sign an NDA. So I read that NDA so carefully because I was like, I've literally no idea who these people are. I'm just signing this NDA on a whim. And then I got in a call with them and they were like, yeah, it's Tommy Hilfiger. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. That I would like to work with them, please. Thank you. Yes. That was the golden goose of the sponsorship world, chat. I still have content creators come up to me, but like, how did you get that? And I'm like, I have no idea. That kind of stuff does not happen on the regular. A year-long sponsorship with a company, a reputable company, That's the kind of thing that you hope for as a content creator. That's what you're chasing. But you can't chase it. You just got to hope it lands on your lap. Big fan of the scams I constantly get saying a package has arrived. I hate those ones from the link they sent me. I've only ever had something delivered 3 times. Yes, people who are like, hey, customs thing. And then I get tickets opened on my Discord being like, hey, is this the customs thing that you sent me? Because I bought your pins. And I have to go, yeah, I haven't actually sent your package yet. I know it's been like 3 months, but I've been really busy. So no, that's not me. I just thought my old school got hacked, and apparently 2 final year students' animated movies have been completely wiped. That's sad. Why did they not have that backed up is what I kind of want to say. I get a lot of like, sorry we missed you. Please click on this link to re-deliver your every package. You see me and now looking more and more. That is sad for those students. I get so many scams for this fast track lane thing. True, that's what I said. How come none of them had a backup? If you have one backup, you have no backups. You need 2 backups. Do they not leave a little slip of paper for you guys? Sometimes, if it's like Royal Mail. But you know, these scammers aren't going to bank on that. Hey dad, this is my new number. Owen, I was a father. Congratulations! Icelandic grammar properly yet, so it's obvious every time. That's fun. I don't drive or own a car. About my past, I know it's a scam because it's a random email. I've never recorded anything. Yeah. Well, they misspell the messages on purpose because they need to catch people who are not wise enough to cotton on to those signs. They'll usually have bad spelling and bad grammar because if you're smart enough to clock that that's a scam, then you're not foolish enough to fall for the scam. So it's a natural filter. Responses are time, and time is money for a scammer. So the more people that they can weed out in that first stage, the better. An unfortunate filtering tactic. My dad's personal favorite scam was always a Microsoft phone calls. His record was keeping them going for 90 minutes, and he said, "Oh look, I can see your colleague just pulled up at the end of the drive," and the scammer just promptly hung up. Yeah. How do you know that? I've studied a lot of different scams. Because when you work in tech, you like to see what the current... Also, like, if we're going to talk about archetypes, the con man, the magician, the pickpocket, the lock picker, like, these are all things that I enjoy studying the ways of. Not to engage in, mind you. Whoa, that's upside down. That was really weird. That threw me then. Just to observe. Just to observe. Anything you're looking forward to? I'm to be honest, no, which feels really good to say because it means I'm enjoying what I have right now. Like, if I were to pick anything, today Luann and I went to go do some pottery painting, and we're probably going to go back sometime soon because we didn't finish the project that we were working on. So I guess I'm looking forward to going back to do that. But I did that today, so that makes me feel good because I'm like, good, yeah, I'm not like counting down my days till the next thing, you know. I'm just living. I'm just enjoying life. I like where Rats is. I like the vibes right now. I'm excited to kind of like have that under our belts, but there's nothing pressing. As we get closer to TwitchCon, I'll probably be a bit more excited for that. I'm waiting for the magical squeed's return. Ah, yes. Oop. God, this pen is dead. Last pack. Let's see if we can pull some good ones. Okay. Like this. I think you take 2 from the back, don't you? And then... And let's see. That's a good one. No, nothing today. Sorry. No illustration rares. Sorry, chat. I got this guy a second ago, just before stream. Fun little one. Nothing crazy, but he's fun. 3 years, Nick, eh? Cool. Been around the block.
Hi Owen, hiya chat, don't mind me, just gonna get my little sappy message out the way real quick.
Go on then.
You know, I think it's kind of crazy how time works. I look back at 2021 when I first followed and that feels so recent to me. But every time I see this number keep going up and up, I'm just reminded that it's actually been years. And yet, in the grand scheme of things, we are interrupting this message because Twitch is mean with its character limit. Apologies, seems I won't be as fast as hoped.
Wait for it.
3 years and a few months really isn't very long, but it's enough for so much to change. I've met lots and lots of absolutely incredible people in this community and I've made so many lovely memories. It's also been wonderful seeing your growth through it all. From getting to collaborate with No Name for the Hunger Games event, to them being such a big part of every single SMP you create and even you coding and running your own events. You're a huge inspiration to me and I'll never truly be able to express how thankful I am for everything you've done, even if unintentional, and the community you've created, but regardless, as always, thank you.
Thank you for the 3 years and 200 bits, Nick. It's crazy also to consider how much you've grown as a person in 3 years as well. Like from going from a lurker to one of the moderators, and what good moderator too, by the way. You're really putting in the hours, and I appreciate it a lot. It's very cool to have you on the team, and it's very cool just to imagine like how much you must have changed as a person in those 3 years. That's very cool. Thank you very much for the kind words. Boop. Do 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 do.
And what do the NoDice cards say? What is my future like? Are the gods on my side? Oh no, I didn't pick a card. No, that's not the card I picked. Hey, why do you have a magician's hat on? I thought that was a reading. Why are there doves? Where did they come from? Where did he go?
Where did he come from? And I Joe? See, I went for Pokemon packs. You went for tarot card reading. Up, up, up. Not even intentional, but you're so right. Oh yeah. Do 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 do. And what doesn't that say about us, huh? And what doesn't that say about us, huh? Oh, this is all that we have left today. I think we can do this in the next half hour, I'd say. So it has not been a 4 to 5 hour stream. Hope is on the horizon. Do 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 do. Hold on, you can do it. Pave the way. Put your back into it. There we go.
Okay, chat and Owen, question. Nutella, yes or no?
Yeah, I like Nutella. I assume when you mean Nutella, you mean just like the concept of hazelnut chocolate spread. Nutella, that's how I say it. You say Nutella? Ooh, that would be weird. Yeah, I'm assuming you mean chocolate spread of hazelnut. Pretty certain that unfortunately, no, it will kill me. I suppose we can excuse that then. I think it's owned by Nestle, so it's probably not the nicest company, but you know. As a whole, the concept of hazelnut with chocolate is a nice thing, but not something I liked as a kid, mind you. I only liked the Cadbury's chocolate spread as a kid. I did not like the Nutella. I didn't like nuts as a kid, I don't think, and then I sort of grew into them. That being said, I still don't particularly like just peanuts on their own, but I will have a satay sauce, which is primarily peanut butter. So odd how these things work. Oh, sorry. Marmite? No, thanks. I'm okay, thank you. Not a fan. I hate peanut butter, but I will have a satay sauce. Exactly. Same as me. I don't really like olives on their own, but I'll have them on a pizza. You guys like your baguettes crunchy or soft, chat? Trick question. Soft baguettes don't exist, of course.
I only like Nutella on really crunchy things. No way, Owen. I was just typing this TTS. You said the joke because I was typing it. That's funny. You do if you water them? True, if you put a baguette in water. Oh, you mean the baguette tree? Yeah, if you water the baguette tree too much, they do come out soft.
What is the appeal of them? Baguettes are just long bread. The appeal of them is that they're good for, like, you know, long sandwiches. More filling. Funner to hold than your conventional bread. Uh-oh. This is starting to run out. Green pen, no, you were the chosen one. Yeah, honestly, baguette, warm baguette, butter. That's all you need for a meal. That's done. Easy. Yep, just bread and butter. Can't beat a bit of bread and butter. Literally your bread and butter. Back to the Marmite thing. Don't say ooh till you've tried it, but it actually works. But Marmite in gravy, I can imagine Marmite in gravy being good. Adds a lot of depth, I'd say, yeah. Can you bring some of... wait, no, you can't. I was going to say, can you bring some of Leader Dad's homemade bread? But I can't accept food from you guys, so never mind. What is Marmite? Sort of like yeast extract with sauce. Oh, I caught a I was hoping to see. We've officially gone back to the beginning. They're saying, don't hold your breath. How can you breathe? Character vibes? Let's listen to some character vibes.
I've got a tip. If any of you own an air fryer and have bread foods, like baguettes, that are becoming increasingly stale, you can put a tiny bit of water around it and put it in the air fryer. It'll come out somewhat a little bit fresh and crunchy.
It doesn't have to be an air fryer. You can just do getting a bit of water in your fingers and going on some bread on like a baguette will make it no longer. You put it in the oven, even just in the oven. Oven works. What are we thinking? Go back into archive, go back into intros, shuffle this and go. Oop. All right, we have this and this left. We can do this.
Owen, if TC ever happens in Berlin, you have to try really good German bread.
I will.
I will go to a bakery with you to get you the bread you have to try, so I didn't give you the food myself. There are seed-based breads and sourdoughs and so much more. I love bread. Also buy it on Pharaoh 07.
So buy... I thought you were going to say buy it. I was like, what do you mean buy it on? Like you have to buy it at a specific place. Yes, I will check out the bread. But if Paris is famous for its bread, then how can Berlin also be famous for its bread? Is every country just famous for its bread? England isn't. England isn't famous for any foods. I guess except fish and chips. Buy it at this link. Ignore the URL. Hey, can you review this bread that me and my friend made? You just have to go to this link. What would you say America is famous for food-wise? Sandwich aisle at the supermarket. Go to a supermarket, go to the sandwich section. You can make yourself a sandwich at America. Very good. I like your guys's... I like Cracker Barrel. I really like Cracker Barrel. Southern food. There you go. That's what you're famous for. Southern food. Burger. No, you can get good burgers not just in America. Like they do big burgers. I wouldn't say that means they're good. this little pile, and then we're done. Hold on tight, chat. Chat, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna cue one song. I'm not gonna tell you any more context to it, but it's from one of my characters that you haven't seen yet. Is it under specific playlists? No, where is it? Oh, here we are. It's not Choir Guy. I need to make sure I choose the correct one here. Okay. Let's try that. I'm pretty certain I've played this one before.
Sort of indirectly, all the different names we have for it: Baps, Sunnies, Balm, Butty, etc.
You're talking about England right now? I'm assuming so. Yeah, Butty. Chip Butty. The regional names. This is true. I wouldn't say we're famous for that. I'd say we confuse people with it for certain. Chip Butties are really good. Hearing Butty said in a not northern accent sounds weird to me. Yeah, I suppose so. I might end up getting a haircut tomorrow, chat, depending on whether or not my hairdresser has an appointment open when I call them in the morning. I think we're overdue. You should ask Marissa about fruit pasties.
Famous foods in America that Americans know: Maine lobster, New England clam chowder, Maryland crab, Southern Tex-Mex.
Yeah. Do other places have Greggs? I think only England has Greggs. A good Yorkshire. No, it's not York. Cornish pasty. I think those are pretty good. I'd say those are quite famous, but I think they're just famous across England. They're probably not famous elsewhere. Cornish pasties are good. Okay, have you ever played D&D?
BTW, I was wondering about this since I asked you for your plans in 2025 and how you look back on 2024 recently. You often mention you at some point will leave streaming probably behind and go into mostly or only working behind the scenes and developing SMPS. You've really been getting into devoting yourself into that already. So do you think streaming is something you're growing out of?
No.
A means to meet needs you don't longer need as much?
No, not at all. You've misunderstood. Oh, I just realized the song.
Cheer 100, don't mind me, I'm just slowly working my way toward the next bits badge.
I will go on about it, but hold on. I'll thank all these in a second. This is the song that I was talking about. Interesting, Ravel. Interesting that you say that. Anyway, back to our regular scheduled programming. You've misunderstood what I meant when I said that. I said what I meant to say, or perhaps what I did say, but didn't actually use the correct words, is eventually streaming will no longer be a viable career option for me. Or I will have moved on to other things. Perhaps I'll be too old for it or something. I don't know. I don't think you can be too old for it, but you know, things change. When that happens, I will probably take a step back and be a behind the scenes worker, organizing content for others, heralding in new creators into the space, supporting new people as they build new careers. That role would not be the superseder or the reason as to why I'm taking a step back from content creation, like why I would. It would be, it's not like I'm channeling the effort from streaming into being behind the scenes. It would be that streaming would take an end, and as that kind of space has been emptied, alongside that, I would be doing more like consultancy and developing. But then aside from that would be the actual new thing. Like if I was going to become a marine biologist, the effort that would have gone into Twitch would go into the marine biology sector of my life. It's not me taking a step back from going behind the scenes, but it's the following action after you can no longer stream. Yes. After I'm done with streaming, I will probably work as a like consultant for productions and generally just being a part of production making, but not because I'm taking a step back from streaming. Yeah, I'm not planning. I don't see myself going anywhere with streaming. I don't see streaming ending anywhere in the next 5 years. Which means Nick will have been here for 8 years by the end of that, which is crazy. I get to move on before you move on. That makes it easier. Well, yeah, of course. Last pack. What do you mean get to move on, Ethan? Dude. I'm a faithful, I swear, no trader here. Yeah. They're in the dining room. Can't wait to go into my era of like parasocialism. You know that little speech that I do sometimes? I'm like, one day, guys, you'll move on from me. You'll stop ingesting my content and you'll get on with your lives. I'm going to start being like, guys, if you don't check in every week, I'll assume you hate me. And I mean nothing to you. I'll assume that all of the time and effort that I've been putting into making you happy actually has just made your life worse. And I think it will ruin my day. None of you are allowed to move on. You have to be stuck watching this Minecraft content creator forever. It's getting harder and harder to get the point across. Ryan's writing up a doozy. You need to set up like a Tamagotchi thing so chat can take care of you. No. What I need to do is have a Tamagotchi on the screen for every chatter. And if somebody doesn't come back often enough in chat, they die. and you see them walking along the bottom of the screen, and then they'll at one point go, and they'll go, psh, and it will say like on the text on the screen, okay, Ethan hates Owen so much that they let their Tamagotchi die. That's what I'm gonna code. That's my next thing. Twitch extension, you get banned if your Tamagotchi dies. Yeah, exactly. And you know, you play with the Tamagotchi by talking, but you might be asking, how do you feed the Tamagotchi? With bits, obviously. Speaking of which, thank you, little Dingo, for the 200 bits earlier while I was listening to that track. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for going to the for pushing to the next badge, I guess.
The way you have devoted yourself to SMPS and events over the past year has made me more unsure about what direction
you just want me to leave, don't you?
With streaming and all. Clearing that misunderstanding has definitely helped with my concerns, but I still felt a shift, especially from a lack of chatting streams.
You just want me to leave.
I'm glad to have a bit more insight in how you view your future with everything, haha.
You just want me to quit content creation, I get it. Dali, thank you very much for feeding your Tamagotchi. Your Tamagotchi gets to survive now for a little bit longer. Chat, 1 bit is 1 minute of your Tamagotchi's life. So make sure. Oh, I like this song. I haven't heard this song in ages. That's 50 minutes. Thanks, Rainfox. Thanks, Dali, for the extra minute. So I want to listen to this song. I haven't heard this song in ages. I'm actually going to unlike it and re-like it again so it goes to the top of my liked songs. There we go. Do, 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 do. 400k bits isn't even 1 year. Really? Oh dear. Oh, I see. Oh, thanks for the 500 bits. Okay, now, Luan, you've completely shifted my screen out of the wrong place. Thank you very much, Icy Hot Wolf, for the 500 bits. That's almost 10 hours of feeding. What is that moving? It's my monitor. I failed to think about dinner, by the way. I didn't really expect you to, if I'm honest with you. The rarest card of them all. And another stack. Oh, whoa. Okay. Okay, that was actually pretty good. Hi, it's me. I'm the streamer here. Don't freak out. I've been here the whole time. But it took an hour and a half to do the remaining. You do the maths? I don't know. I blame Eloise. Okay, so Toby and Amy still have to do this pack. Thank you for feeding your Tamagotchi. What did you do with my Tamagotchi? He's still there. He's still there. Banger song. That was fun, wasn't it? Crow and Toby have to do this pack. Does your wrist hurt? My left wrist hurts a little bit.
Was that ref earlier from Game Changer intro?
Yes.
I felt like it was familiar, Lamau.
It was. Well done. I'll leave him down. That poor little guy. Okay, I'll leave him down. If you're okay with him starving to death, sure, I guess. You're allowed to not feed your Tamagotchi, but just know that starvation isn't a fun way to go. Well, now I have to give all of these to Crow and let Crow sign them. Has Crow done any of these? Crow's done this pack here, but not these. So for that you live together, it is, isn't it? Right. Thank you, Dali, for the 5 bits. Let me just go ahead and let Toby know. I got a DM from Bex an hour ago saying, "Hey, my friend and I are making a game. Can you play test it?" I'd love to. I just got a message from Luann as I was writing that, and I thought I was gonna open it to her being like, "Hey, my friend and I are making a game. Can you play test it?" That would have been a really funny bit for you to do. That would have got to be big. Ow! 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 Imagine like this entire Luann went home like 2 months ago, and I've just been like pretending that there's someone dragging me off the side. Like, no, stop! No, oh, I love you too. Having to like put like a tea in from like out of frame, being like, "Oh, tea for me, thanks."
No, Luann would go, "Hey, look at this game I made with my friend," while you streamed trying to make a game with your friend.
Stevie, that is true. Let me go ahead and let them know in the NoDice channel. Where the heck is that? Here we are. At Danny, at Tubbo, all signed. I will now give 3 of the 4 packs that haven't been signed by Crow to sign. Well, that was fun. That was actually a normal length of stream. I thought that would be a lot more. What is okay, Michaela is streaming Rats. Shubble is streaming Rats. Cool. Okay, let's raid into Michaela then. It's nice to see that people are live on the server. I'm gonna see you guys, I think, tomorrow.
What about that one stack that Amesy didn't sign?
Don't know. I'm gonna have to get that to Amesy at some point, I suppose. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been a pleasure. We will do more chatting soon. Don't worry. Of course, the hardcore streams are themselves just chatting as well. So tomorrow is Wednesday. Don't say that. Tomorrow is Tuesday. Don't do that. I will be live tomorrow. Today is Monday. I will see you all on Tuesday tomorrow. He says never playing hardcore. I will. Stop it. It's going to be fine. See you guys later. Bye.